Klay Thompson injuring his right leg during a workout with several NBA players in LA. He will undergo an MRI this morning. The Warriors are worried that it could be an Achilles injury. They're holding out hope it's not as serious as that. But if you were reading the tea leaves on social media, all the reaction that seemed to be coming in yesterday, it sounded very pessimistic. And so here's the great Jalen Rose with me here. I see the look on your face. What is your reaction? What would this mean if this is a bad injury?
I'm just really disappointed for Klay and his family. Hopefully it's not a torn Achilles, which is being reported. I just remember seeing Kevin Durant with ice on his calf, but ended up having an Achilles injury. And it's really unfortunate because with the Splash Brothers healthy, with Draymond Green, and you draft Wiseman, the Golden State Warriors were going to catapult themselves back into contention, Greeny. Now without Klay Thompson, there'll be a lower half playoff team potentially in the Western Conference. And now that he's had Achilles injuries potentially in back-to-back seasons, we now start looking at the future of their team wondering, can they now recapture championship glory? So it's really unfortunate for the Golden State Warriors and their fans, in particular going into the draft last night.
Yeah, no question about it. So all we'll do is we'll sit and we'll hope for better news than some are anticipating, and we should have that in a few hours. In the meantime, as we watched the draft play out last night, and there was some wheeling and dealing as well, give me your perspective. What was the most important thing that happened yesterday as far as you were concerned?
Wow, a lot of amazing things happened, Greeny. So it's not the generational changing type of player that got picked last night. There wasn't a Tim Duncan and Akeem Olajuwon and LeBron James to get picked last night. However, the first three players to me fell exactly where they should in order to maximize their potential. I love Anthony Edwards teaming up with D'Angelo Russell along with Karl Anthony Towns. They bring back Ricky Rubio to give him a traditional point guard. I like his potential on both ends of the floor, his strength, his physicality, and his ability to be a dynamic scorer. I like Wiseman for the Golden State Warriors because of all of the things that the Golden State Warriors have had the last few years. The one thing they haven't had is height. And he's going to give them that. He's going to give them dunks. He's going to give them blocks. He's going to give them a guy that can run the floor and really be a game changer up front. I love LaMelo Ball with Charlotte. How about if you're the Ball family, you got drafted by Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan. And so for now, LaMelo, when you go to Charlotte, there's a real opportunity with Graham and P.J. Washington and the young talent they have to build something special. And then number 4 is where the draft really kind of took off, in my opinion. Anytime somebody goes 4th in the draft, when they don't start for their collegiate team, that lets you know that you're rolling the dice. And I like that the Bulls did that. But I'll tell you what, in the Western Conference, the team that's on the come up that didn't make the playoffs this season is the Phoenix Suns. We know they got Booker. We know they have Aiden. We know they added CP3. But I love Jalen Smith at the 10 spot. Adding CP3 is really going to allow those big guys to learn how to play pick and roll. They're going to compete defensively. I love what Monty Williams is going to do with those guys. And in the Eastern Conference, the Atlanta Hawks. I like what they did as well. We know about Trae Young and the young talent they've amassed with DeAndre Hunter. But I tell you what, the Hawks did a terrific job of drafting a kid from UFC. He's going to go with Capella. The Hawks will be a playoff team in the Eastern Conference, and they're going to create a lot of excitement.
All right, it's a very interesting night, setting up a very big week in the NBA. Jalen and Jacoby covering that and a whole lot more this afternoon and every afternoon. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.